Hey guys, this is the BurtnBurger podcast. I am one of your hosts, Bert, I think, and today I'm here with Burger, of course. How's it going, Burger?
Not bad. I'm proud of you. That was a nice natural intro.
Yeah, I mean,
Take a deep breath. It's over with now.
yeah, I know it wasn't too bad. It's like when you go to the hospital, they just get the little alcohol swab. You have to go through the whole procedure before you get pricked.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm doing good today. Thanks for asking, Bert.
that's good. I'm similar, doing pretty good.
Okay. So I just want to say this right off the bat to all of our listeners out there, all four of you,
Yeah.
that I'm back home for spring break. My college is on spring break, and I did not bring up all of my podcast stuff with me, so I am talking to you on some earbuds right now with a built-in microphone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully the quality's not too bad. We're winging it though, and we have to uh, we have to do this in order to bring love and joy to our listeners. So hopefully that brings a
Ah,
single
yes,
tear.
the light of your week. Yeah.
But Bert will be doing this next week too. So he actually will be going on spring break, and then I'll be going back to college. So
Yup, that one's gonna be tough because, nobody in my house is really supposed to know about it because they're all loudmouths. So this is gonna be really fun.
yeah, I'm wondering how you're gonna do that. Maybe you should just like go in your car and just use all your data up for the
Yeah, I
month
know.
already.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, or I can go hide in the garage or something. Just lock
Yeah,
myself somewhere.
your brother's gonna be so pissed. He's like, "Holy fuck! You would rather sit out in the fucking garage than tell me about it." And you're like,
Yeah,
"Precisely."
yeah, yeah. No, you hit it right on the head. Yeah,
Uh,
I have
it's
no
it's
idea.
almost becoming a meme with him at this point, not telling him the name of the show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then it's like he's like, dude, if you don't tell me what it is, I'm gonna like and then he just starts spouting off all these threats. And I'm like, dude, you understand that if you say you're willing to do all this crazy shit, that
Hmm.
that immediately makes you not trustworthy.
That's exactly why we don't want to tell you, piece of shit ass.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Um, I will say I'm really proud of ourselves though because him and our other cousin were really trying to find it on YouTube the other day and didn't
No
get
luck.
nothing.
I know.
Yeah, that makes me feel good. Maybe it's because, we have like barely any audience. That might
Yeah,
do it. But
it might help.
but yeah, they were really diving deep. I mean, they were trying everything they could think of and
Oh,
they
it
didn't
was
dig up
hilarious.
anything. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
proud of
halfway
ourselves.
through, like we were kind of clenching at the beginning. We're like, "Oh shit, dude, they're totally gonna find something." But then we're like, "Wait a minute, this is a good test."
Yeah.
Yeah, just good of a job we've been doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no. Um, so far so good. I kind of wanted to give all of you guys a bit of an update on the bandit, the criminal uncle that I have.
Oh gosh.
Um, you know, and he hasn't hit the chair yet, so
Oh, that's good.
yeah, yeah, he has a court date tomorrow to see if he's gonna be lethal injected or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gonna request his last meal.
Yeah, I bet you he'd pick a donut too.
Yeah. Just show those fuckers he means business.
Yeah, yeah, no. So he does have his court hearing tomorrow, and this is turning into quite the interesting case, as with most things with my uncle are.
Oh yeah.
Um, so to remind you guys, he stole a donut from Walmart, where, and he told me a little bit more about it today. I saw him today. He came over and we hung out for a while, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not ashamed. I will tell fucking anybody that I stole them donuts. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah. There you go.
Um, and he was saying something like, He'd go take the donut out of the thing, and he'd go through fast checkout, like the fast checkout lanes, and he would buy like a Mountain Dew or something like that,
Oh,
and he would
okay.
just like eat the donut there or whatever. I don't know, but I mean, Scott goes through the fast checkout lane to buy the pop and stuff. He just ate the donut.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's kind
uh,
of like it's kind of smart, if you think about it. But at the same time,
yeah,
you could have also just like bought it.
yeah. Well, at the same time, he could have just stole the Mountain Dew too, but Scott drew a line, and
Exactly. He's not
and he,
that kind of criminal.
yeah, he's not that kind of bad. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we and apparently they brought him back to talk to him about it, and Scott was. I think I sent you a video of him
Yeah,
talking
he
to her. He
did.
was like really excited. Like he really thought he was going to get a good promotion.
Yeah, and he was saying like they were taking, like they were being all nice and
Hmm.
getting them all settled in. And then he's like, "Yep," and then they just sprung the trap. It's like,
That's how they
oh
get you,
no.
he says.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, he knew what was up.
So yeah, they were really asking him about his jewelry and stuff, and Scott's like, "Yeah, I didn't fucking steal this stuff, and you can go search my apartment. I only have a jar of pickles in there.
Yeah.
You don't even need a warrant. Yeah, fucking do it. I don't give a shit." And
Okay.
everything. And then he went to jail and he got bailed out late at night and stuff. So I'll touch up on that more in a minute. But this guy has a really good friend that's a lawyer, and he talked to the lawyer about what was going on. And the lawyer told Scott to plea not guilty, and then,
Oh,
um,
okay. He'd have a
yeah, and then have the lawyer be his lawyer, I guess. The
okay.
lawyer friend be his lawyer, yeah. So basically, the lawyer says he hasn't looked into the case at all, but he says it sounds like there's some shit going on in Walmart trying to figure out who's stealing all their stuff, and they have
Oh.
someone from Walmart, stealing stuff, and they're trying to figure out, and they're really trying hard to get Scott to crack because apparently they have pictures of him stealing other shit, and
Interesting.
yeah, and Scott claims he didn't steal anything else but the donuts.
Okay.
Um, and they're like, well, we have pictures of it, but they wouldn't show Scott what they were. So the lawyer says by saying you're not guilty, then it forces them to show the evidence that they have. So if Scott really is innocent, well, he's not innocent. I mean, he signed the
Yeah.
document saying he stole a fucking donut. But if he is, if that's all he did, then he should be fine by saying not
Oh,
guilty.
okay.
Because apparently they're charging him with embezzlement under $200, which is such that
That
pisses
seems
me off.
dumb. And they
Yeah,
did jail too. You'd think that would just be like a petty theft fine or something goofy like that.
yeah, and I mean Scott thought he was just gonna get a slap on the wrist and say don't do that again, and he'd keep his
Which he
job. No,
should
they
have.
fired him. They called the cops on him, and he went to fucking jail over this.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get real stupid because I looked it up. Walmart is worth about $315 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, so like outside of Amazon, it's like
They're
the
only
most
like the biggest
successful.
retailer.
Yeah,
Yep.
like they're the most successful retailer store on the planet, like outside of Amazon.
Oh yeah.
So, and they're pressing charges against a former employee that stole a donut. I mean, that
Yeah,
is
if
so
anything you just
stupid.
fine them the $200, fire them and that's it. It
Well,
totally
that's what they're
has to be
trying to do.
someone's.
They're trying to fine him for the $200, but it's just stupid that they're trying to get so much money out of them
Oh,
for
okay.
stealing a
Something.
donut. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're literally pressing charges on him, and that just kind of pisses me off. Like, yeah, I think Scott should get fired and maybe pay for the donut to Walmart, but other than that,
Yeah, I mean, I could
um,
see like I thought it was like a everyday thing for like since he's been there, because that could probably add up, $2 donuts 3 to 4
Donuts are like
times a week.
60 cents.
Are they?
Yeah.
I've never really bought a donut before.
Yeah, they're far under $1. I just bought one the other day. I wanted to
Oh.
send a picture to Scott. I'm like, this is how you do this.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, no, that's dumb.
At most, Scott might have eaten maybe $20 worth of donuts. Maybe. I mean, that's
That's a
pushing
lot.
it, I feel like. Yeah. So, but still to press charges against them, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those stories that could go viral, like when you see people getting fired for stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really wanted like to talk about it on Facebook or something.
Yeah, it
But
almost reminds me of I was just listening today at lunch the official podcast. They had that one. I don't know if you're caught up, but they
oh, the
have that.
RuneScape guy?
Yeah, the RuneScape guy,
Yeah.
and they're trying to like pinch him for all this other goofy stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
I,
similar.
I, I definitely was thinking about that too. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, RuneScape is a really popular online game. It's been around for fucking ever.
For ages. Yeah,
And
it
this
looks
guy
like it
was
too.
talking
It's a
shit to
dumper.
another guy saying he was gonna like shoot up a school and some shit like that. I mean, he was just talking shit. You guys know how online people get, like, oh yeah, your
Oh
mom
yeah.
sucks a black cock and all that stuff. Um, and apparently the kid reported him for saying these things, and then the court system just went ham on this kid, saying, "Oh no, you're gonna
Yeah.
shoot up a school and shit like that," And the kid ended up going to jail, not
It was
jail,
like
prison for
federal
six
prison.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
it was insane.
for just talking shit on a video game.
Yeah. Some
And
of the shit I say, I gotta be careful. I guess.
some of the shit your friends say, holy fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I
It gets intense.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't, threaten, children or anything, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
they probably do.
And
Yeah.
and I don't know. It did. I mean, Scott's case isn't that bad, but there is a good chance Scott could go to like face some jail time for this if things go south.
Oh, it'd have to be
Um,
real bad. You'd have to like
yeah.
actually have stolen shit.
Well, even if he didn't steal shit, like he couldn't flat out go to jail for this. But I mean, things have to go pretty. They have to go like that one guy on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, He's actually pretty nervous about it. It's funny because he had like a $12 court fee, and my grandma says he was very careful not to spend that $12 because he wanted to make sure he could pay it.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, so um and also he was saying like he could have like walked right out of jail like once they took him there,
Uh-huh.
but he didn't have enough money on his charge card, he said. Like he like went to pay for it and it got declined. So
Oh no.
this is another thing I didn't know. Scott had to sit in jail for 12 hours.
That sounds a little rough.
Yeah, like he
I mean, I
didn't get his
guess
phone call till later in the day.
12 hours. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about it at first. I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, compared to like, a month or however many yeah, however many years he's getting put in jail for, what the fuck. But yeah, no, 12 hours. That that would that would fuck up your day.
Yeah, no. No, seriously, like this
We're
was
just gonna have a
before he
sleepover.
even went to court. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's getting in there for 12 hours and they wouldn't let him. Scott say they only go off of your time. They do things when they want to do it, and Scott couldn't really have that phone call until 10 o'clock at night.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, so he
That'd
has
be
his court date
crazy.
tomorrow.
Just getting thrown in behind the bars, dude.
Yeah, he was in one of those big rooms where you sit with other people, just
Dang.
kind of wait around. Yeah, I really wish he had his harmonica.
Oh my gosh, he would fit
That's how
in.
legends are made. Yeah.
Dang.
Scott was sitting there and he's like, I'm sitting here and I'm looking. There's no windows or nothing like that, and it's not too much different than the room I stay in right
Oh my god.
now.
That is
My
awesome.
room's a little smaller than this, to be honest, guys.
It's too bad.
And he's like, yep, there was no toilet seats and stuff like that. Scott's like,
Oh,
thankfully I didn't have to shit, but
gonna have to squat.
yeah, yeah. So um, his court date's tomorrow, so next episode I'll have to fill you in on what happens. But I kind of wanted to touch up a bit more on kind of the things that he saw while he was there.
For sure.
Um, he said there was people there that had tattoos all over them, and guys would come in with handcuffs on their wrist and their ankles and they're around their waist and shit like that. And Scott
Damn.
really wanted to ask these people what are they in here for, and
Yeah.
he was too scared. And he's like, I knew better than that.
Well, that's good.
Um, yeah, so he didn't. He ended up not talking
So did he
to.
just kind of? I'm assuming he didn't get handcuffed. I don't know. Did they just like,
Mm,
here you go? They just
I don't.
walked him in like a sad dog.
I don't know. I don't think he was handcuffed. I don't know really. He didn't go into that much detail about that. He's probably
Okay.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't know. He wouldn't give a shit. But he said he was sitting there and there was this one guy that was a real asshole and everything like that. And he was talking to my dad and he said, yeah, and the guy had to piss and they wouldn't let him. And my dad's like, well, it sounds like that guy would have just pissed right there in the middle of the cell by the way you're talking about him.
Yeah.
That'd be so alpha.
Oh yeah. Just piss your pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even piss your pants. Just whip your cock out and just piss right on the floor, right in front of everybody.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Scott said, we were sitting there bullshitting because, you're sitting there with them for 9 fucking hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, just for a donut, just for stealing a fucking donut. That is so crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, no, and we didn't even know he was in there, or I'm guessing we could have got him out a lot earlier.
Yeah, I wonder how that would work. Yeah, you'd probably have to like see him go in or something.
Yeah, I think he told me he tried calling some friend to
On a
bail him out,
cell
but
or something?
no, like he tried calling this one of his friends, and he said he got back to me 2 days later. Like that fucker, I was trying to get him to bail me out of jail. So I'm wondering if he like,
He might have got a quick call and then he had to wait for
yeah, like another
round
12
two.
hours, and then that's when he called my grandma. So I'm not sure though. Well,
After
Scott
shit was
said,
getting serious.
yeah, Scott said um, that one of the guys in there were his bail was $10,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
So
bad.
if that's how bail works, Scott must have been on bail for like $15 and didn't have
Yeah.
enough on his charge card for it.
Yeah. I mean, heck, it was obviously enough that he was confident to try, right?
I don't know if he was confident or if he just was like, well, here goes nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll give her a whirl. But it was cute. He said to me and my dad, like, if you ever go to jail, I'm the person that you want to call to bail you out. I won't have the money, but I'm the person you want to call.
I know, I heard that. That was so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's like,
god.
well, I appreciate the meaning behind that, Scott, but you're no good to me if you don't have the fucking money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, speaking of that, I asked him to come on the show again,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "Yeah, I might do it after I'm out of jail, like after the whole situation's figured out."
Oh yeah.
But I think he's just too worried about everything. He doesn't want to talk too much shit about it before it happens, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
But he says that you fucker should have bailed him out.
Oh, yes.
Because I told him like, yeah, no, people that watch the show they like you and everything, and they'd love to have you on the show sometimes. Like, well, you fucker should have bailed me out then.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, no. So that's kind of the update on him. Godspeed with Uncle Scott.
Oh yeah, you'll need it.
He's his court appointment is tomorrow at 9, the same time our little dog's getting his balls snipped off. So
Oh, nice.
Could be worse, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'll have another update for us the next time we record.
Awesome. Yeah, when I saw it in the notes, people he saw in jail, I thought you were gonna go listing off a bunch of his buddies that he saw or something. I'm like,
Yeah, a
oh
bunch of Walmart
shit.
people.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying something. He was like, "Yeah, there's this one guy in there, and I don't remember, I don't know where he was going with it, but I was thinking he was gonna go, yeah, there's this one guy in there, that Bundy guy. What the fuck, Ted
Oh
Bundy
my
or
god.
something like that?
That would be insane.
Charles Manson? Fuck yeah, he was in there. Fucking weird dude. I was waiting for Scott to say something like that.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I'm excited to hear how things go. Yeah,
Oh yes.
he literally might need a Saul Goodman lawyer.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's kind of the update that I have on him. So I'll
For
keep
sure.
y'all posted, but we can talk about something else now. What do you got for us, Bert?
Well, um, since last week, I haven't really done too much, but the whole weekend, the four people, we apologize. That was another show. We were late last week. Um,
Oh yes.
yes, the audiograms have yet again been a gigantic thorn in our side. It was,
Come on,
oh
you
my
could
god,
do better than that.
it just,
Thorn in our side. This is
I know,
BurtnBurger. Come on, try again.
it fucked us over literally all weekend.
Better.
It was like, or no, yeah, because first you had like a date or something, so we had to push our recording date from Wednesday to Thursday. We
Yep, I missed
recorded
class.
Thursday. Yeah, yup.
Yeah.
And then I forgot if you tried up or I don't know, something wrong happened and I ended up having to or yeah, I edited the podcast, and then I ended up having to do the audiograms because your computer was saying like 8 or 9 hours again.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I ended up looking around the internet frantically for all these different video editors and all that, and most of them were fucking dog shit.
hmm
And
We
I
found a
ended up with
free
dog
one.
shit too.
Do you remember that? The free
Oh
one?
my
And we
god,
worked so
yes.
hard on it.
We spent like all night on it, and then right when we clicked export, it's like, hey, you can upgrade free and remove this gigantic fucking watermark from the middle of the screen. You guys would have been looking at just this big, nasty, like, whatever movie mixer, whatever the hell it was called,
Yep. It's
across the
it's just like
screen.
you're talking to your buddy and he full on has a boner
Yeah.
and
It's like, well,
you're expected not to look at it.
exactly. Yeah.
Can't
No,
turn
it
away from
was
it.
it was just painful. So like
hmm
after all that fucking work, we just had to delete it and start over again. And of
Yep.
course, me being on a PC and Burger being on a Mac, the only thing he could think of is Windows Movie Maker. And I usually don't edit videos or anything, so we gave it a try. And I have to say that Windows Movie Maker 10 or whatever the fuck this new one's called
hmm
might be the most fucking dog shit app I have ever had the displeasure of using in my entire life. Like
Yep.
it's like it feel okay. Ended up spending like $10 on it. It was on sale. I wonder why.
Yep. Save $5.
Yep, saved $5. It was like a $10 editor, and I guess for $10, a one-time fee of $10, it's about what it's worth.
You got your money's worth for it.
I did. It's literally like we had to end up finding some sort of a stupid template, and then we added in like the three different pictures, our logo in the middle and then the audiograms on the sides. But it
hmm
it was it was a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was, and I've been editing videos for years now. Did I do it?
Yes.
Years now
Yes.
for a long time, and I I've my big thing is iMovie, just because it's super simple and it does what I need it to do. It's not too fancy, but I've worked with like Premiere and things like that too.
Yeah.
And I could not figure out Movie Maker Pro, whatever that thing was called. Like, it looked like it had a bunch of features, but it like just did not show you anything.
Oh, yeah, no, it was done like you literally couldn't even you couldn't look at the audio signs or like the
Mm-hmm.
little audio waves and you couldn't look at the pictures at the same time. It was literally just you can put like two videos together.
Mm-hmm.
You can't edit them at all. Like you couldn't trim. It was what I ended up
Yeah, and
having
it
to
had
do.
that slider zoom thing where you couldn't zoom in where you wanted to. You just had to move back and
Yeah.
forth on the slide bar, and it just zoomed in where it felt like zooming in.
Yeah, I literally had like I ended up making I had to get the video, so I had our full podcast. I had to trim it in the middle for where our part was or where the our clip. Oh yeah, our clip of us playing
The Outlast, yeah.
Outlast in the middle, and then I had to slap the other end on. It was some barbaric shit. It was absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and your little friend on YouTube wasn't a big fan of it too. The guy that you randomly subbed to. Remember
Wait,
that?
oh my god, yes.
Hated
I
that
just I looked
fucking
up. I'm
guy.
like I tried to look up tutorials or something, and the first video I saw, they're like, "Yep, Windows Movie Maker is the most dog shit application of all time." I'm like, "Oh, I could have read this about 10 minutes ago and saved myself a lot of time."
Yeah, no, the guy had an annoying voice. He had like, I
Yeah,
want to make fun of him and say he had like 7 subs, but that's more than us, so I can't do that. But yeah,
someday.
all in all,
Yeah.
guys, it was a really miserable experience. I went back home. I contacted Apple. I told them what's been going on and why it's taking so long to export these things.
Yeah, dude.
Um, and they're like, yeah, that's not right. So let's like power down your computer and hold these keys at the same time while you press this button, and make sure you jump up in the air and clap your ass cheeks together too, and make sure it's at the right. I'm like, fucking gosh, guys, all right. So here I
Hmm.
am, ass cheeks clapping away, and finally I got it to do what it was supposed to do. And yeah, I think it made it worse. I really do. I think it literally added like an hour onto the exporting time.
My god. What a
Yeah.
fucking mess.
Yeah, so what I ended up doing is I just hit
Oh,
export,
that's right.
plugged in the
Hmm.
computer, went to bed, woke up, it was done. So I don't know how long that took, but I ended up doing it. And I don't really want to get into too much detail with that because it's too technical, but basically, we have to export it 3 separate times. One with the logo and Bert's audiogram, we export
Hmm.
that as a file, and then we add my audiogram into it and export that as a file. And then if we have any pictures that we want to throw up on the screen, we throw those in and then export a third time. So the first time when it's just Bert and the picture, it takes, I'm not even kidding, 8 to 9 hours to export it. It never did that.
It's so funny.
It never did that for episodes 1 through 4. It never did that. It took like 15 minutes.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah, and then 5 took a long time, and then 6 took a long time as well. We're on 7 now, aren't we?
I think so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how it goes this time around.
My
Um,
god.
but yeah, but what I'm getting at is the first export takes 8 hours, second export less than an hour. I don't fucking get it. So
Nope.
yeah, so Bird ended up doing all this shit and buying all this stuff and working on it. And it didn't even look right. It didn't look good. So if you guys ever see like a shitty YouTube video, just know it's because Bert did the editing with his shitty software.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did the best I could with what I had.
Yeah, you really did. And honestly, like I was saying earlier, it's good that you bought a cheap little system just in case something happens where I can't edit it. So
Yeah.
at the very least, you can rig it to have some kind of platform for us to get out
Yeah.
there, I guess.
It only took 4 hours to fucking find it.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. So it's better than nothing, but for the most part,
Yeah.
we'll just keep it to me editing it. But yeah, just so you guys can
Perfect.
see a squiggly little line below our names.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my goodness. So
Oh yeah, and then we ended up changing the little wave format, so this one looks way better than the first time.
yeah, where we actually talk and the lines move like before, like you would talk for like 5 minutes and nothing would happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And then hopefully over the summer or I don't know, whenever I feel like not having my fan on, it'll my lines will look better, but mine are going to be quiet cuz I have to like keep my microphone down.
Yeah, over the summer, wouldn't your fan be on more?
Oh, I see you. No. 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 No, I mean I also probably wouldn't be like I just mean when I'm back home, you know.
Oh yeah. So we think that's a problem right now. How are we gonna do this when it's every fucking week for like 3 months?
Yeah, great question.
Well,
Actually, I guess I. Oh no, never mind. I don't
we'll figure something out. If I get my own place someday, we'll
know.
have
We're
to
just gonna
record
have
them
to hang out.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, a lot of things are changing in my life, fellow BurtnBurger audience fans, all
Ah, yes.
45,000 of you.
Uh huh.
I graduate in April with a master's degree, so I ended up applying for a doctoral school to get my PhD or whatever's equivalent to it and my
Hmm.
degree. And they finally got back to me and said, "Yeah, Burger, you can just take a nice sanitized finger and shove it to where because we don't want you."
Hmm.
So I'm real happy because I've been going to school since preschool. So Daddy
Oh
could
yeah.
use a little break, but um, yeah, I didn't get in, so I'm trying to find a job now with my master's degree. And because I'm not going to school, I can actually move back up to the town that I'm from and be close to my friends and family and have a life again and work a normal job. So,
Yeah.
um,
It's kind of nice. That's what I did my first year out of high
yeah,
school, at least. Yeah.
yeah. You took a gap year between high
Yeah.
school and
I
college and
I did.
between college and the program that you're in now.
Yeah. High school work, first year work, second year. Hopefully get straight into third and fourth year, but yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that this could be your final semester if you
Yeah.
started early.
It feels kind of bad. Most of my friends are all graduating this year, and it's like, sorry guys, I got 3 years left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm definitely okay with not getting into a doctorate program. I'm okay with taking a break from all this shit. So, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited to move back home and be close to my friends and family again. I got to find a job first. I've been applying like crazy for jobs, um,
Definitely.
so I got once I find a job there, then I'll feel a lot better. But I'm pretty proud of us for not having. I think we handled that perfectly without slipping anything.
Yeah, I know.
I know you're probably
I've
sitting
even
there like
like,
squeezing both of your ass cheeks, like, "Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?"
yeah, I'm in like a really weird position now that you say that. Yeah, I can probably settle down a little bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let go of your nipples. Stop pinching them so fucking hard.
I know.
Yeah. No. It's it's to protect your identities, but then again, it's a kind of a nice meme to
Oh, for sure.
keep
Yeah, it
up
adds
with
a
it.
little bit of a, it's like we're just sneaky boys, you know.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. But there is one personal thing that we can give out to you, and that is my good cousin Bert entered his first ever competition for video games last weekend. How did that go, Bert?
Oh, about as well as you would expect.
Yeah, well, you
Um,
ended up getting like fourth place or something, like $7,500 or some shit. I was really impressed.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, actually, so what ended up happening was between me editing the podcast and all that, I, so the tournament required that your Switch is plugged into Ethernet, right? You know, so your internet isn't ass because
Well,
Nintendo
back up a
doesn't.
little bit. You're throwing in some information here without.
I thought maybe I said my name.
No.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, no, I I get ahead of myself
You're
a
getting
lot.
to like really
So,
specific details without people don't know what the fuck you're
so,
talking about.
so I mentioned last week that I was joining Critical from YouTube's and the official podcast Soaked series, his tournament for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch.
There we
And
go.
yes, so there were like 4,096
96.
entries or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. And I went back, gosh, when was it? 2 weeks ago when I was at your place.
hmm
We ended up, or you mentioned it, and I'm like, shit, dude, I got to switch. I could join in this thing. So I ended up getting in there, at like number 3,000 or something, and I was pretty
hmm
excited. So I had to train up. So I've been hitting the fucking gym, so to speak, for the
with
last
with
week.
your boy Luigi.
Yeah, the homie Luigi. Just picking my nose and kicking people off the ledge and shit.
That's so gay.
I know. It's like every time I play Smash, it's like, I never really know who to play. There's all these people, I could be somebody cool like Marth or somebody who's good, and
hmm
I'm like, you know what? I feel like my true spirit animal is Luigi, you know?
hmm
I just gotta fucking send it.
hmm
And I end up getting in my first, like, this whole thing was so fucking jerry rigged. He's like, yeah, you gotta have the Ethernet connection. You gotta stream your games to Twitch. But I end up getting in. Oh my god, I'm getting ahead of myself again. God fucking damn it.
Do you
You cut
like
me off.
when you have sex? Do you like start wiping up the cum before you even take your
Yeah,
dick out of your pants?
exactly. I just drape a towel over.
You're just wiping off her
Yeah,
face, and you're like, "What are you
yeah.
doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't come yet."
Oops. I was getting ahead of myself. Yeah, exactly. So like, okay, what did I hit? Okay, we got the tournament, Criticals tournament. So it was right before, and I was like, getting ready for the party, whatever we have. Okay, I'm gonna fucking cut this goddamn piece of
No,
shit.
you gotta leave it in.
I noticed I kept some shit in last week. It's like
Just
pulling
stumbling
back the
away.
curtain.
All right, let's restart. So, guys, Uncle Scott stole a donut.
Yeah, so he stole a donut. I attempted to steal the fucking crown
Yeah.
and floundered pretty bad. So I mentioned the Ethernet cable thing, right? I go to
hmm
fucking GameStop. Like it was an hour before my first game started, and I was freaking the fuck out because it already got pushed up 2 hours.
Why were you going to
So I'm like,
GameStop?
I was going to GameStop because
I'll
the
help you out.
tournament requires an Ethernet cable because
Yeah, and you don't
Nintendo
have an
sucks.
You don't have an Ethernet cable.
I did, but for some reason it didn't work, and so I figured it was Nintendo being greedy, and they're like, yar, you gotta buy our products.
Are you sure
And
you tried to plug it into your computer and not your ass?
wait a minute, how are you saying it's supposed to work?
Yeah, no, you're supposed to flip it up and then insert it into your ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I probably had it backwards.
Yeah,
So
the USB port instead of the HDMI.
yeah, yeah,
Your
exactly.
urethra versus your colon.
Yeah, one of them is a little smaller than the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So for to get ready for the tournament, I head out to GameStop to buy a little Ethernet cable for the Switch, and I go there and I ask the guy for an Ethernet switch and whatever, and he's like, "Yep, we don't actually have any of those, and it doesn't actually look like Nintendo sells them."
Nice.
So I'm looking at the clock. I have like 30 fucking minutes, and I'm zooming over to Best Buy to find one. And I
Yeah.
end up just buying like some random one. I'm like, hey, I need a USB to Ethernet thing, and then he's like, okay, cool, we got it. And I'm like, dude, I need to get fucking going. And he ends up getting me the little piece, and I bring it home and I plug it in, and I
That's
got
why you were
Switch
sitting
all
next to
ready.
Scott in the jail cell because you just walked out with it. And you're like, can't.
Yeah,
Got to be on
yeah,
Charlie's show.
exactly. I was so excited and everything. It's like as I said, I was hitting the gym. I was practicing all week, and
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up plugging her in, and it didn't fucking work. I bought the wrong fucking connector. So that was cool.
Yeah, you
And
bought like the 2.0 one versus the 3.0 or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, I got the wrong USB. Yeah. I mean, it fucking plugged in and everything, but it didn't connect because fuck me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have like a $25 piece sitting in a drawer now. So, so yeah, so I didn't get that to work, and I ended up getting in my first match, and you have to like sign in to say you're ready to play or whatever, and then you say hi, you shake hands, you just
You see high rub
you know
dicks,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
cross
you punch
swords.
gloves, yeah, and my first opponent didn't end up coming in. So I won the first match to DQ. So I was pretty proud of myself. Like I was already further than I thought I ever would have gotten.
Started off 1-0, baby.
Yeah, baby, 1-0. And then I ended up getting into my second match against this guy named Cornbread. And Cornbread fucked my ass.
With who?
He oh, you remember, you fucking piece of
I
shit.
remember clearly.
So I lock in Luigi, of course, because I ain't no bitch. And this ugly fuck
Cornbread looking
locks in.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he locks in Jigglypuff, the ultimate disrespect pick.
Jiggles.
Fucking Jiggler, dude. And he just he was going to town. He was slapping the shit out of me. It was like I would blame it on my skill and all, and a good portion of it was because I was just fucking straight ass at the game. But that Ethernet, dude, Nintendo needs to step up their game. My character, like, I would literally just be standing still, and then next moment it was just like Jigglypuff would teleport next to me, and I'm just sleeping, and he's winding up like a full attack, and then he ends up just fucking launching me off the stage. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I
Mm-hmm.
ended up doing 8 damage to him the first match. It was so bad. And
Yeah.
then, so he ends up 3 stocking me,
You
of
could see
course.
the
And
genuine fear in Luigi's eyes
oh yeah,
as he saw
Jigglypuff
big bad Jiggles.
struck the fear of God in poor Luigi. Yeah. And then I ended up getting in my second game with him because it was like best of threes or whatever. And I was like, well, obviously Luigi isn't gonna work, so I end up choosing my second character, Lucario, and I get slapped by Jiggles again. It was a fucking sad day.
Damn, Jiggles came ready.
I know he came. That is, yeah, underscored, underlined, everything. Yeah, no, I got fucking bent over, and so now I'm 1-1, and I end up going against some other fucking dork who didn't show up, and so that was cool. I've progressed into
Two
like
and
the
one.
third tier. Yeah, so I'm 2-1. I'm in like the losers bracket or whatever, and then I end up going against some other person, and I got totally fucked over by them too. I forgot who I played. It wasn't as notable. It was like, oh, that was the other thing. When I was going against Cornbread, like they were being really nice. They were like,
I like how it took you a second to
congratulations.
remember who who Cornbread used. Like it took you like a second or two, but then you didn't forget his fucking name though.
I love. Yeah, no, it's just because like
You go to
it was so
bed and you
cute.
read the fucking
Yeah,
cornbread on your ceiling. You're like,
yes.
I'm gonna get this bitch.
I mean, I don't know how I forget that. I mean, he scarred me. Let's be
You
honest.
you, you repressed it. It's okay.
Yeah, I did. And he ended up, um, after at the end, I'm like, yeah, good game and everything. He's like, yeah, you did really good, and I'm like, ha ha ha. And I told him, I'm like, hey, I know I totally ate shit, but you need to go win the tournament for us. And he's like, okay, will do. And I end up fighting this other guy, and I ended up playing Luigi and Lucario again, and he played like Incineroar or something stupid like that. I don't even remember. That one was so bad, the internet just pissed right out on me. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was bad.
So
So I end
it's
up
a good
getting knocked
experience.
out. Oh yeah, no, it was fun. I'm definitely gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna buy the right fucking connector.
Yeah,
But I end up,
you should probably like look into that like right now because I know he's doing another tournament soon.
yeah, he said he's gonna try and do it regularly
Hmm.
and all that. But so I end up, oh boy, so I'm doing a so like a couple days afterward. Sorry, Burger just posted something in one of the chats, but um, a couple days after, I end up checking the listing, right? And there were like, I was in whatever bracket, and he ended up getting second place in our bracket. Out
Okay.
of like, out of 128 brackets, he got second place.
Okay.
So I mean, he did us proud. I was pretty happy. Like out of 36 people, he got second. It was pretty cool. So he didn't win, of course. A fucking
Hmm.
piece of shit. But he tried. Yeah. So that was about the extent of that. I'm gonna have to you know, start nerding it up, and I'm gonna win this competition one of these days.
Well, I think first things first, you need to get an Ethernet cable. You
Yeah, no,
know,
that was literally the most miserable thing of all time.
Charlie said that you won't be able to, like, it's a requirement to have an Ethernet cable. Here you are doing it off of fucking Wi Fi or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You're
I
like
didn't
me
stream
at
it,
my
and I was on
internship
Wi-Fi.
when they're like, yeah, you're not allowed to work here without a flu shot. And I'm just sitting there, my finger in my ass, like, okay. And I just got my flu
Yeah,
shot like 3 days ago, and I've been working there for a year. So,
or when the people came in to inspect your room, and they're like, "Hey, is your cat registered?" You're like, "Yep." No,
and
you
they're
just
like,
walked right out.
okay, yep, yeah, no,
Yeah,
she was registered last year, not this year
yeah,
though. And they
yeah.
just flat out were like, is she registered? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And that was the end
Yeah.
of it. That's not a
That
dead
was so
body, is it?
fucking
Nope.
dumb.
Oh, okay.
That was so dumb.
Well, Birds has like routine fire drills.
Oh yeah, no, they are very thorough. I was gonna make some shitty joke. That actually probably would have been good. No, I was gonna say like a gay colonoscopist, but that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, no,
Um,
see, guys, this is what I deal with like on a daily basis with this
dude,
piece of
that
shit.
literally just came to me though. Like that was pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I didn't like it, but
metaphorically, maybe not like funnily, but
all
funnily.
right. So,
Can we get back on track, please?
yeah, so you got your ass kicked by Jiggles and everything.
Yeah.
And it's it was cool, but yeah, no, it ended up being a huge success too. Charlie was saying that the tournament was like the biggest Smash tournament of all time, and they also had the most disqualifications at once.
Oh, it was so stupid,
Like over
dude.
two
Like
thousand people were disqualified after the first day or something like that.
I was almost gonna be one of them too, dude.
Yeah,
Well, I guess I was disqualified different, but I
yeah,
figured you meant like the not actually showing up.
yeah. No, I think that's what like he said. He was like, yeah, you guys, you have to hit like ready up or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah, no, you had to check in. That's what it was. Yeah, you had to check in, and then like I was just sitting there for like 10 minutes, and my partner never came. It's like, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah,
But I
no,
took my dub with pride and moved on.
definitely. Yeah, take what you can get. But yeah, no, it's cool. I would definitely like to join these tournaments too, but I don't have a Switch or anything, so I would like to get one.
Yeah.
I would like to get one, but honestly, like I don't. I would only play Smash on it, so it's not.
I feel like you would kind of get into some of the other, because I know you really like single player story games and stuff, but
Hmm.
they do kind of lean a little bit more towards towards a younger everyone audience or whatever. I know you're more of a, rat game enthusiast.
Yeah, I still gotta beat that game. I love it though.
Yeah.
But that just reminded me though that because I was gonna say like Legend of Zelda and stuff, like it's a bit too childish for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Um,
I know you always talk shit whenever I play it. It's like, hey,
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, it looks like something my little brother would just love.
Yeah.
But that made me remember that I have a non-critical eye movie review for you guys today.
Oh, yes. You
Yeah,
were telling me to remind you about that.
yeah, and you didn't. So I have no notes on it. I
I
literally
did not.
just wrote it into a recording notes like 3 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So I will just kind of hop into this, guys, and
Quick
talk
and
about
dirty.
it. So I'm doing really bad with this. I don't even know what the fuck it was called. God damn it. What was that called it? What the fuck was this movie called? The
Oh,
Call
it
of the
must have been good.
Wild. Yeah, The Call of the Wild.
Oh, we were just talking. God damn it.
What? What
That
happened?
was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, see, yeah. So yeah, it's a great segue.
Yeah.
So my
Bam.
grandma, I'm really tight with my grandma, and she wanted to see this movie called The Call of the Wild, and I like seen like maybe a tiny little trailer for it, but the big thing was is I saw a picture of it, and it has Harrison Ford in it, and Harrison Ford's always been one of my favorite actors. Um,
Oh, yeah, he's solid.
and the picture looked cool. Like the picture I'm thinking of is like him getting pulled by this dog like in this fucking snow blizzard storm and everything like that, and I'm like that sounds really cool. So I just told my grandma, I was like, yeah, I can do that too. I can go watch it. And my grandma's a big animal lover, and she loves Harrison Ford too. And Bert knows I love spending time with my grandma, the one that bailed Scott out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, her and I are pretty tight, so she might come on the show someday too. um,
Yeah.
yeah, screw the famous guest. We'll just have my entire family on this bitch. But
Heck yeah.
yeah, so we went and saw The Call of the Wild, and I was really nervous because we got there, and did you just puke a little bit? What was that?
That was a
It
hiccup.
sounded like you shed your finger. It sounded
Yeah.
you found a spot that you were like, ooh,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Yeah. Took me by surprise.
Yeah. Um, I was really nervous because we were sitting there and commercials for Despicable Me were coming on, and
Oh, hell
SpongeBob
yeah.
movie was. My grandma was like, "Oh, I always hated that little creep," and
You're
stuff like
watching the
that.
new Air Bud movie with your
Yeah,
grandma.
I was sitting there because, like I said, I knew Harrison Ford was in it,
Yeah.
and I saw like a poster and it looked cool, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll go see it." And I'm sitting there with my grandma, and I'm like, is this like a kids movie or something? What are we seeing here?" She's like, no, no, it's fine. And it most definitely was a children's movie.
No way. Was it really?
Yeah, honestly, I'd probably say it was more family friendly than anything. There's a difference between like a kids movie
Oh,
and like
yeah.
a family movie. So it started off rough. Oh, it started off so terrible. Like I know The Gentleman, the last one I talked about, started off rough, but that was confusing. This one just
Yeah.
started out cringe worthy. So first of all, I found out very quickly that Harrison Ford is not the main character. It's not even about Harrison Ford. It's about the goddamn dog. It's about a dog. I thought the dog was just a
Mm.
part of the story, and it was about like Harrison Ford out in the wild, and he found this dog and trained it to be a sled puller or whatever they call it.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, I looked up the picture and all that. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm like,
That's
oh, I
exactly.
thought it was around Harrison Ford, but nope. Harrison Ford comes in pretty early, but he doesn't come in till like 45 minutes later. Like, it's about this damn dog
Damn.
named Buck. Yeah. And the worst part about it, Buck wasn't even a real dog. It was all
It's
CGI'd.
CGI,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, could you
that
like
got me.
tell?
Oh, 100% right when I
Oh,
saw
you
him.
can totally tell.
Right when I saw it. Yeah, no, dogs don't have that much expression on their face.
Oh, come on.
Not like Buckhead and everything. And there were other dogs in it too. Every dog was CGI'd. Like he was a part of like this sled team of like 7 dogs. Every one of them was CGI'd. There was wolves in it. They were CGI'd. It was terrible. There was like no fucking real animals in this goddamn movie.
That's kind
And
of weird.
and it started off really cringy. And the one thing that I hate more than anything is cringe. I can't do cringe. And they just had this
Yeah.
big old goofy dog just going through and knocking stuff over and being a big menace and all this shit. And, he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fucking gay. And here I am sitting there with my grandma watching this. And
Oh, that must have looked so cute.
yeah, no, I was looking around and there were kids at this movie, and I'm like, oh my gosh, fuck.
Some bitch.
Um, and it was just super cringy for a long time, and um, but towards the end, it did start getting good. I was sitting there like, am I going to talk about this on the podcast? Because it's not really anything to talk about. But then I almost cried over it, and I'm like, about to fucking cry over this goddamn CGI dog.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't take very much for the waterworks to get going with me.
Yeah, no, I
But
couldn't believe it. I was like, this is fucking bad, Burger. This is bad. So, but no, it ended up being like a pretty cute movie at the end of it. It wasn't so cringy and stuff towards the end. Um,
yeah,
Especially when I don't want to. It probably doesn't fucking matter if I spoil it.
who gives a shit?
Yeah, um, he gets kidnapped from like this family, and then they like in the
Oh, that's gross.
what is
The puppy gets kidnapped.
gross. I wasn't sure where you're going with that, but I'm not. This is just basically the plot, so like it's not ruining anything. But he gets taken from this family, like in the Wild West, like the fucking Red Dead days. Like he's literally like out in the middle of this goddamn like wild town, and you get shipped all the way up to Alaska
Okay.
because he's like this big fucking dog. Fucker looks like a little dinosaur. He's so goddamn big, and
Yeah.
he ends up being part of a dog sled team. And as time goes on, Buck starts to really get the hang of dog sledding and stuff like that, and he's starting to become part of
Oh yeah.
all that cringe shit. And that part wasn't too bad, but Harrison Ford didn't, like I said, didn't come in until like 45 minutes or maybe even an hour until the end. Like you saw him a bit at the beginning, but then he came in late. And yeah, no, it ended okay. It was definitely a big family movie. Harrison Ford would land his back and play harmonica like Scott, and then he'd give it to the dog, and the
Oh.
dog would blow on it, and then he'd wipe it off, and then he'd blow on it again like Kay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'm seeing what's going on here.
yeah. It was there was a lot of cringe in it, but it ended up being a pretty cute movie at the end of it, and I love Harrison Ford in it. He did a really good job. Um, but I'm really disappointed that they made the dog CGI. And my grandma said she heard on the radio that the movie's actually losing a lot of money because they spent so much to CGI them fuckers.
Yeah,
And
like I know in other things they just kind of CGI like the face and all that, not the entire thing. And
mm,
that usually doesn't look too bad. But this you can
no, this whole damn
yeah.
dog was CGI'd, whole
Yeah.
whole entire thing. So they put a lot of money into this movie, and it's just not getting a return. It probably would have done okay if they didn't put so much into it, but
There's probably no babes in it either.
oh yeah, no, it's in Alaska.
Bundled up.
They're all bundled up. Yeah, no,
Damn.
but I mean, like my grandma was like, "Well, I liked it. I know you didn't like it." I'm like, "No, it actually turned into something good at the end there." So, uh, it ended up being good. So plugging this shit into the non-critical iMovie review meter, I'll give it a, mm, I'll give it a 6.5. It's definitely not rewatchable. I can go my entire life without seeing this fucking thing
Yeah.
again.
You don't
Um,
necessarily regret it.
I definitely don't regret it, and I'm glad I saw it because I wanted to see it, and I probably would have saw it on Netflix and tried to watch it by myself, and I've been like, oh my fucking gosh, you gotta be kidding me. But I had a good experience with my grandma. I'm trying to like factor out seeing it with my grandma because that was a good thing, but the movie did hit you in the feels a couple of times, and it definitely had more good than bad. I also have to remember that it wasn't made for me; it was made for like a family or for kids. So, like, if I have kids and I take them to the movie, I would be very okay with seeing those kinds of movies. Now that fucking
Gotcha.
gay ass SpongeBob movie I saw, I would fucking hang myself to that. But um, But yeah, no,
Yeah.
this one was like I would definitely recommend like watching it like with your family or something like that. But
Oh
there's also
yeah.
like Toy Story that I would recommend watching that with your family, and I would give that shit like a 9 on the
Okay.
list. So it's not just because it's a family movie, but the cringe was pretty hard, and the CGI was fucking stupid. They shouldn't. They could. I think they could have easily put a real dog in there, but
Oh yeah.
they wanted to have more animation in it, I guess, and have the dog do more cooler things. But I don't
Like
know.
playing the fucking harmonica.
Yeah.
This is where our money's going, boys.
Yeah,
Better
well,
be
I mean,
good.
he did just blow on it. It's not like he put his paws up to it and was hitting notes and shit like that.
Oh yeah, he's doing.
He sat up and
Oh
was
boy,
tapping his foot. Yeah.
almost did another bad joke.
Yeah. Well, and then
Yep.
my grandma was talking to, like, there was a scene at the end of the movie where this bear was in the way, and Buck, the dog, he squints at the bear and he walks slowly at it and everything, and the bear's getting all scared, and the bear runs away, and Buck just keeps going, and I'm like, bullshit.
Dude, I'm shivering.
Even my grandma was like, yeah, that was gay.
Yeah.
Because that fucking grizzly bear could tear that goddamn dog apart. And
You don't know Buck's a strong fucking dog.
yeah, so was the bear. So was a weak bear. A
Yes.
very weak bear that
A
starved for
newborn.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been hitting the bar and getting drunk every night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6.5. I was thinking a 6, but I did get pretty emotional at some parts of that movie where I almost fucking cried. So I'm kind of a pussy.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Me too.
So yeah, 6.5. If you want to see it with your kids or niece or nephew, or see it with a little kid to try to spice it up with the ladies, so they think you're a sweetheart. Um,
Ah,
it
I
was
see.
it was definitely enjoyable in that regard. But yeah, and I don't know, not too bad for just throwing that in there randomly.
Yeah, no, that was almost was professional.
Yeah, well, thank you. But speaking of girls, I kind of
Oh
wanted to
god.
wrap up with something that um,
Oh yeah.
we were supposed to talk about last time, but I completely forgot about it. So, um, were you able to look at this question at all? Like, were you able to come
Yeah.
up with some answers?
Oh boy. Well, do we want to say what it is? I figured I'd pull
Yeah, let's have you start it off. So, I really wanted to talk about today, as we wrap up this episode, things that are huge turnoffs for us from girls. Now, um, I'm not talking sexually or anything like that. I'm just
a.
talking about like you have interest in this girl and everything, and you guys are talking, or you hear her talk. Things are you have an interest in her, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, don't care anymore. Don't care. Don't want to talk to you. Don't even want to think about you.
Yeah.
It's
I
literally
I
like a switch.
I have like one, so I'll start with this, and if I think of something else after you do some of yours,
Okay.
I'll hit it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't know if this is necessarily what you're asking for, but I'm somewhat passionate about it. So, okay, here we go.
Oh, you're stuttering over your words because we're talking
So,
about girls, huh? I mean, it's not like stuttering
I
is
mean,
normal.
it's more. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more than normal. Yeah, no, I mean, I went. Oh boy, I hope I never have to share this with any of my friends at work. But here we go. Guess now that's off the table. When I got really drunk at a work party, I was like hanging out with them and all that, and they started to invite their girlfriends out to the bars with us because we needed some
Single
drivers and all that.
tier.
Yeah, so they needed to.
Should have
Yeah, of
just called
course I'm
me
just hanging
Bert.
out.
That would have been
Yeah,
cute.
I know. I know. It was. I guess you probably could have, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So they ended up calling their girlfriends or whatever, and we ended up going to the casino, whatever, and one of the girls ended up going to the college that I go to now, and we were talking about like different bars and stuff I should go to meet people and all that.
Was this the old lady that was hitting on you?
Nope,
The
that
one that was
was
stroking the front of your pants?
yeah, no, that one was weird. No, we can probably go into that on another day. We're getting pretty close to the end here, but
Yep.
this like my friend's girlfriend, she was like when girls are fucking dumb,
Hmm.
that is so goddamn annoying.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to say that's so goddamn hot.
It's so annoying. It's so
You don't
annoying.
like the
I
dumb
can't. I
blondes in
just can't
porn?
handle it. Nope, can't handle
They're
it.
too stupid,
Like
Bert's just zipping his cock up in his
I don't
zipper.
even.
Just nope,
I
done.
don't even care. I don't even care what they look like. Nope. Don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, you're dumb.
Hmm.
I see how this works. It's just right out the front door.
Hmm.
Yep.
Were you going to go a bit more into that story, or you could have just said when girls act dumb and ignored that entire...
Well, see, but then like this is all I have to contribute to this. I mean, I don't
Well, tell us a bit more
communicate
about
with.
the dumb thing. Like, what do you mean by that?
It's just like even
Well,
just talking, they're like, oh my gosh, this bar is so ratchet, and saying goofy shit like that.
that's like
I'm like,
city
oh.
preppiness, isn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like that,
It's
but
like the
also
girls that
mixed
talk
in
in the
with
casino on GTA.
a lot of yeah. There you go. Yeah, maybe that's where it's
That
from.
was oddly specific. Yeah, maybe she plays GTA.
Maybe she plays GTA. I don't know, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go the way you built that story up. I thought there's gonna be a bit more to it.
I don't know. I mean, I was gonna make another bad joke, but
Okay.
I'm gonna just keep them to myself. Unless they're like, I don't know.
While Bert giggles to himself in the background,
Yeah.
maybe you can think of another one while I talk about one or
Yeah.
two of mine.
Yeah, that
Um,
was my plan.
okay. Um, so the reason why I brought this up is because this happened to me in class a week or two ago,
Oh,
and
perfect.
um, this happens, like, this has been an ongoing theme for me, and I kind of realized it. I was like, wow, that just happened again. Maybe I should talk about this on the podcast, because there was this girl in my program, and
Mm-hmm.
I really thought, like, I'd always look at her and I'd always catch her looking at me or something like that, and I really thought she was like checking me out or something like that.
Yeah.
And she was a cutie and everything like that. And she was talking and things like that. Oh, that's probably another thing. Let me
I was about to say, yeah, no, I totally feel that, right? But
uh
then instantly, once I'm like, oh, damn it, there was something you said in there, and oh, man,
So
I missed
anyways,
my fucking punchline. Yeah.
um
Fuck.
she was talking and stuff like that, real cute, real sexy girl and everything like that. And I ended up being a fucking weird stalker, and I looked her up on Facebook right there in class, because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to, like, there's one thing I'm looking for.
Yep. No, I know what you're about to
There's
say.
one thing I'm looking for, and I think you guys all know what it is. But I'm like, okay, this girl's checking me out. She's real cute. I could really shoot my shit here. I could try to talk to her after class or something like that. But I gotta make sure the gate's open. And
Shoot your shit. See how far you can spray. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. See if it'll stick to the wall or just plop right down. But um,
Exactly.
I go and I look her up, and I don't even think it said who it was, but it just said in a relationship. Immediately, girl went so fucking disgusting on me. I didn't look at her.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You're so goddamn annoying. You want to be the center of attention. LOL, that was so fucking funny. Sit the fuck down, you stupid bitch. I switched so hard on this chick. And obviously, I didn't say that to her. She was like sitting across the room and stuff like that. So,
You just shouted
yeah,
across the
like,
room.
sit the fuck down. Holy shit. Um,
Yeah,
no, but she didn't even say she had a boyfriend or anything like that. For all I know, it's an old Facebook and it's been up there for years. But that's one of
it's
my
possible.
biggest turnoffs, and I guess this is a good thing too. To you know,
It's better than the opposite.
yeah, like oh
Get you out
yeah,
of
yeah,
trouble.
yeah. But it's not just like, oh, okay, she's not single. I can't scoop her up. It's not that. Like, I immediately don't think they're attractive anymore. I don't want to see them anymore. I don't want to hear their voice. Like, everything in my body just shuts these girls out. There was another girl that I thought was really cute and really sweet and everything like that. And she was laughing and stuff in class. And she's like, yeah, no, me and my boyfriend. And I'm like, hey, done. I'm done. I fucking hate you. I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, or like I've had situations where like I've hung out with people, and like done that, and it's just like constantly the topic of conversation.
Yeah, yep, that's
Then
real
that's really
annoying.
annoying.
That's just annoying though, like something I see in a person, but I'm talking about like a girl that I find like attractive and like I like her and
Yeah,
think she's pretty. As soon as they tell me or say that they have a boyfriend or I know that they're in a relationship, they're just not pretty to me anymore. I just I'm like I'm done with this shit.
yeah.
Um but yeah, that's one of my things. Were you able to think of another one?
Well, considering I'm trying to think, the only interactions I've had with ladies is I gave one a hug in senior year of high school.
She squeeze your ass cheeks?
Nope, but I patted her back, and all my friends were like, "Wow, that was really awkward." And I'm like, "Fuck you guys."
Okay, well, whatever your friends just say is awkward.
Yeah. See, I was looking back at the little geek squad, and I gave him the
Yeah,
finger.
yeah, you just whipped out your cock right in front of them. But
Yeah, like, you like this motherfucker? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just things that like even like when you're swiping through Tinder, like if you see something in their bio, or I guess you could say physically. I mean, that's not really. I mean, what do you describe them as? Come on, what's the word you use?
A dog or a boy.
Nope,
Those are both bad.
nope. What's another name for um?
Oh, why don't you find some hogs?
I just swiped on a hog.
hmm Dude, yes, I
That's
don't
what
think I said
Scott
it on
calls
here,
his
but
moped. Hog.
yeah. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I was like talking to my friends, or I was doing something, and I just noticed. I looked down at my phone and I noticed I'm swiping right on like everybody. I'm like, what in the fuck am I doing? And I watched like two or three, hogs roll by, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck have I done? It was just
Hmm.
instant dread, you know? Oh
Yep.
my god, it was so bad.
Yeah. No. So like even in like in bios or something like that, like where you'll see something like, nope, don't like that.
No, I mean, I know you don't like the weeds and the such,
Yeah, but like
but
big girls that are big into partying and stuff. That's not necessarily
I'm
a
cool with
turn
that.
off, but yeah, I
More
prefer.
of a long term. I don't know if this makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, this isn't my area of expertise, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you might not have gone on a bunch of dates, but you still are attracted to girls, at least kind of. So,
Is it a
um,
hog? Is it dumb? That's my checklist. Is it good breed stock? I guess it'd be number three.
yeah, are they a suitable mate? I guess another thing for
Yeah.
me is like their personality is a big thing. Like if it's loud or not. Like I can't stand girls that have to like be the center of attention. And I have to be very careful when I say this because I want girls to speak their mind. I don't want them to be quiet and just let someone run over their life. But I do like
Yeah.
girls that can shut the fuck up and not want like look at me, look at how funny I am and look how cool I am. Like people that have to be the center of attention. That's my thing,
Yeah.
as you can
Yeah. See,
tell.
Yeah.
See, like if you were a girl, Bert, I'd probably try to fuck you, not
Exactly.
drunk.
Yeah. 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 No, there's plenty of attempts.
Yeah,
I'm
drunk, but yeah,
intoxicated. But
but no, I like girls with real quiet voices, girls that can, like,
Yeah.
when you talk to them, they're totally fine talking. If they have to speak in class, they will speak in class, but they get nervous. They don't want to. I think that shit's so cute, but
See, that's how I originally thought, but then I thought about it, right? And it's like if I ended up, this goes further than, I don't know exactly what I'm saying here, but
then just,
I'm thinking about it.
titty pics.
Yeah, exactly. Then like in actual social situations, one of us are going to have to step up to the plate. And
Hmm.
that's not going to be fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you can step up to social interactions. We went to that
I feel
one
like I'm not
football
too
game,
bad.
and you asked those guys to move. I mean, you'll do it when you
Yeah.
have
Like
to.
if I'm out with my little brother, right? Like I'll get up and I'll do whatever we need to cuz he's a little bitch.
Hmm.
So, but like I don't know. Yeah, no, I suppose that's not a bad point. I think
Yeah,
about it, I'm like this
yeah,
wouldn't be a good idea.
yeah.
We're going to be sitting in line at T-Bell and I'm just going to be like, "I need you to order for me." My dad did that to me the other day when I was back home over the weekend. He's like, "I want you to order for me." I'm like, "Dad, you're like 50 years old."
Yeah, no, just girls that are really introverted. Not
Yeah.
too introverted. I dated one girl that like wouldn't go out bowling with friends, so she stayed home, and I went out bowling with the friends. Just left her ass behind. Fuck you, Daddy's got
Yeah.
some strikes he's got to go get. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, just real soft personalities, real quiet personalities, but definitely still speak their mind. Don't just, take everything in the act. Well, I would like them to do that too, but
Yeah.
um, just
Yeah.
they don't just stay silent. Like, but
Yeah, no, that's a good point to make.
yeah, yeah. Like I definitely want them to stick up for themselves, but I just don't want them to be like the center of attention and oh, everyone look at me. And my grandma's like, yeah, you want someone like that so you can just boss them around. I'm like, no, I want them to boss me around. I need someone to grab me by the balls and lead me somewhere. But it's
Yeah.
more about how are they with other people, not me.
Yeah.
Like I think it's so cute. Like with they're real quiet, they're real shy, but when they see me, you see their personality really come out and stuff. I really like that. But there'll be girls in class that I think are really cute or really pretty, and all of a sudden they just start talking and they're constantly raising their hands and constantly interjecting. And when they do talk, you can just tell that they're having so much fun with everyone look at them. And honestly, like that's a really cool person to be friends with because that's how I am too. But
Mhm.
for a relationship, nah, no, can't do that. So,
No, that dynamic could be tough.
yeah, a good friend, but a relationship, not so much. Uh, and then I kind of want to start wrapping things up because we're getting to the end point here. But leaving
Oh yeah.
daddy on red or short responses, that's not just a turn off like um, with girls, but in anything. And Bert can
Yeah.
attest to that too.
Yeah. No, it's pretty fucking annoying.
I fucking hate like I get it. People get busy. If you're busy, that's fine. Just you know, it's when it's like a habit and it's constantly happening, and they're not trying to lead the conversation or take control of anything. Um, like you try to make plans, they're not really trying hard to meet up or things like that. Or you send them a message, they open it and don't say anything. Oh, that really drives me nuts. Or if they do say it, it's like a really short, like one word reply.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
that shit drives me nuts. Like I was trying to get this conversation going with this girl today. I'm like, all right, try to guess this about me. Who's my favorite singer? And she said, what? And I said, you guess that. Who's my favorite singer? And she just said IDK.
Good answer. That's a good guess.
Yeah. Like I've talked to girls and like, oh my gosh, okay, I don't know who. Maybe because you talk about him on your Instagram. That is it. This guy, but also you look like someone that was. Oh, but then there's this one time where you were listening to the song, and like I've had people do that. I think that stuff's so hot. But this
Yeah.
girl's like IDK. I'm like, okay, well, I flat out told him like when you don't want to stop being an ornery whore,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can hit me up again. But yeah, that's another huge turnoff with people in general is how they respond to me is kind of like the vibe I get. I'm like, all right, so this is where this is going.
Mhm.
And then finally, a big thing is their occupation. I think you're like this too, Bert. We've talked about it. I want a girl that's doing something with herself. If I'm with a girl that's been constantly working at McDonald's her whole life and not really trying to better herself, that is so gross to me. Oh, I hate it. I hate that. Those kind of jobs are
Yeah.
for high schoolers and people like my uncle.
Yeah.
Not because you're fucking lazy and don't feel like trying to find another job or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then it kind of tells you something about their personality and all that.
Exactly. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
not hardworking or anything like that. Like it's totally fine if you're working the same job since high school. Like that one friend that we play Xbox with,
Yeah.
um, he's been working for the same company for a long time, but school's not for him. Like he's told me that before. Like college, that's not really his thing. So like he's more like a trade school kind of a person, like real hands on and shit like that. And he ends up wants to be like a manager or something like that and owning one of the stores, like something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For sure.
that kind of movement is something that I really like. So if my buddy, was a woman, I'd
Yeah.
try to
There you
fuck
go.
him too. But
Yeah.
it's just I want to see like progression, and honestly, pretty much if they have a college degree, I'm okay with that because it tells you a lot about them. Not just any college degree. Like if they go to some community college and they just got their fucking basic degree, like they literally have like a general education degree. Did you know that? And I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you do with that? And they're like, dick. Like you literally like
I'm just a little
just do
smarter
porn.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that's just a big thing. I got to see motivation. I guess motivation's the big thing, not even occupation, because if they're, I honestly I think that's what it boils down to, motivation.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are they content with? What are they happy with? So,
For sure.
um, but yeah, no, those are kind of the big things. That kind of got a little bit deeper than I wanted it to. It's supposed to be more of a meme,
Yeah.
um,
Fuck it.
but yeah, is there anything else you wanted to throw in there?
Oh gosh. Let's see.
Anything that sticks out?
I don't think so. I think all our maintenance is under control. We'll have audiograms out again this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, through
Yeah,
the fire and the flames, we
yeah.
will prevail.
We'll keep grinding it out. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for listening to this episode of the Burt and Burger Show. We appreciate you guys listening to us. Um, if you guys can do us a favor and just subscribe to us on YouTube, that would be great. That
Oh
would be
yeah.
a lot of fun. So we can get over 4 subscribers. We might hit a milestone, hit 5 someday. Um,
Yeah. Start a
um,
party.
yeah, and you can check us out on Twitter too at BurtnBurger, and just YouTube at BurtnBurger as well. So all you iFunny people, we appreciate you coming out. I got another top comment on the profile today on a feature.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
hype.
got like 2,500 likes. So all the traffic coming to the channel has been nice. So if you're listening to this for the first time, hopefully we didn't scar you too bad. I haven't
Oh
heard
yeah.
back from my pastor friend from Alabama, so better make sure he didn't
Mm,
delete me or anything because he said he's gonna listen to it later.
yeah,
Uh,
you're on the list now.
yeah, he's probably praying for me or something like that for this terrible material. Um,
Yeah.
that's another thing. I really wanted to say this really, really fast. Bert and I are Christians. We've gone to church our whole entire life. I feel like sometimes it sounds like we are like bashing that for some of the shit we say. Um, but we are by no means bashing any religion. We'll bash like gay people and stupid people and faggots and furries and all that stuff, but not religion. That's too deep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, we can talk more about that shit later. But we have nothing against that, especially since we identify with that. So, I just love my little pastor friend down in Bama, so I gotta give him shit for that.
For sure.
So, but yeah, no, we can talk about that later. But thanks again, guys, so much for listening to this episode of the Burt and Burger Show. Is there anything you want to throw out real quick, Bert?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. Well, again, thank you guys so much, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care, guys.
See ya.